I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. NBC4 Investigates was first to break the news of David's arrest. He is now being hailed without bail for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The teenager's body was found inside of David's impounded Tesla. That was back in September. He was reportedly on tour at the time. NBC4's Alex Wazir joins us live with new video and reaction now from neighbors. Alex.
Michael and Colleen, this is normally a very quiet road here in the Hollywood Hills, but about 24 hours ago, it became a police scene as the LAPD arrested the singer David outside this home.
It felt like 100 police officers, a canine unit. I heard someone on the megaphone saying, "Surrender, surrender, come out."
The arrest comes 7 months after 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found dead in the trunk of his Tesla in a Hollywood tow yard. I spoke about the arrest with legal analyst Royal Oakes. What's your reaction?
It's a huge question about why it took authorities 7 months to arrest this man. The DNA evidence probably was gone because there was so much deterioration of the body. Plus, the authorities wanted to talk to lots of witnesses. That probably explains the gap. The fact that they have made the arrest now suggests the authorities think they have a very strong case.
Around the time of the singer's arrest, NBC4 shot exclusive video of David's attorney, Blair Burke, leaving her office. Then today, NBC4 Investigates obtained surveillance video that appears to show the defense attorney near the police scene minutes later. This afternoon, Blair Burke returned to the home where police arrested the singer and made no comments as she left.
The DA?
But Blair and the rest of David's legal team released a statement saying, quote, "Let us be clear, the actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death. There has been no indictment returned by any grand jury in this case and no criminal complaint filed. David has only been detained under suspicion. We will vigorously defend David's innocence."
What's interesting about David's arrest is the LAPD cuffed him on probable cause and not an indictment from a grand jury investigation that was being led by the LA County District Attorney.
Is this highly unusual?
I would say on a case like this, it's a little out of the norm for the police to have gone out on their own and arrested him without the DA's office having made the decision to file formal charges.
Former prosecutor turned defense attorney R.J. Dreiling says it's possible the LAPD did this to push prosecutors to charge.
Guilty. But this is not exactly what you were looking for, right? I think we all imagined that when there would be arrest, there would be a charge, right? That this was going to be a grand jury indictment. So I'm curious from a human point of view, how do you feel after 7 months that he has been arrested but not charged? One of the things we were wondering is this grand jury, this reported grand jury that's been hearing evidence, were they just an investigative grand jury that didn't have the power to indict? They were just there to hear evidence, get subpoenas, lock in testimony. So what actually will happen by the end of the day on Monday, end of the day on Tuesday?
Well, I imagine I would not be surprised. There's going to be a couple different angles here because the DA's office is going to come under a lot of pressure right now. But that doesn't mean that they're going to make a decision on pressure. So they'll probably use, I would imagine, most of the day on Monday. They can only hold a person so long without being charged or cutting them loose. And as far as then what the process.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. And first and foremost, I do want to send condolences and prayers over to the entire family of Celeste Hernandez with this news coming out here, and even them already knowing that she had been deceased and passed away after had running away from home for a while. Just having this pop back up in the media again and having to just see all this stuff coming out. I just want to say prayers over to them, and most definitely God bless her soul and may she rest in peace. Celeste Hernandez, this is something that I feel like is very out of pocket, out of line. It should have never even been a thought of something that can happen. 14-year-old kid, man, this is all the way unacceptable. Just that part of it in itself, to be going through something and be attached to an adult in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That's first and foremost. And then also just seeing how all this stuff is playing out, it's a lot of unanswered questions. So most definitely, I'm going to have links in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning in full from NBC News, also ABC7, and then also Law and Crime Network. And I'm going to get into this write-up just to kind of go back over some things, because I saw this hit the news And I said, wow, they went on ahead and arrested him. First, I thought, well, what took so long? Because she was inside of his car. It was on the block of a house that he had rented out and under his name and place that he was staying at. And I'm like, well, I know they could cross the T's and dot the I's on this, but time went on. No charges officially had came. And then now we see where the body was decomposed. It's been so much stuff going on with this, with the medical examiners. And now I want to watch a little bit more. So I've been checking stuff out, getting write-ups. I can only go off of what they're reporting right now. But hearing that this has been done without the DA and grand jury going and pushing this through as an indictment, the LAPD jumping on this, they are pushing out there that LAPD acted in this on their own. So the DA has to make a decision on Monday. Are they going to go forward with indicting him and officially charging him? Because he's not charged. He's not even been booked in the actual LA County jail. He's booked in like the little holding area in the area he stayed in and stuff like that, instead of being taken directly to the jail to be officially booked on anything, because he's not booked on anything. Now they say they've been running an airtight situation on this with this case. But to what the understanding of the reports is saying, he'll be out by Monday if they don't pull the trigger on it. And people are saying, was the DA ready to file these charges now? And I'm like, what is really happening right here? They say the medical examiner, and I can't remember if it was the medical examiner and LAPD, they was having issues, and then somebody else having issues behind the scenes. But it's a lot going on. It's a lot of unanswered questions what's really happening right now. And the write-up says, Captain Scott Williams, who was on the scene as the department's elite robbery homicide division swarmed a Hollywood Hills home and took him into custody, tells ABC7. The LAPD did its best to keep tabs on the singer, whose legal name is David Burke, and that his arrest is the result of an airtight investigation. I would say on a case like this, it's a little out of the norm for the police to have gone out on their own and arrested him without the DA's office having made the decision to file formal charges, said R.J. Drelling, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. Drelling added it's possible that LAPD did it to push prosecutors to charge. But we do know from unsealed court documents that prosecutors referred to David as a target in their investigation, and that the target may be involved in having committed one count of murder. Those unsealed court papers go on to say it is alleged in this case that the target may be involved in the death of 14-year-old victim Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who may have been a victim of foul play. Now, when I hear all this stuff get said right here, they sit in the court, according to them, the prosecutors have him as a target there. What would send LAPD to go jump on this without y'all saying go jump on this? Why haven't he been charged yet? And it's a situation where I even heard from one news source, I can't remember which one it was, because I'm just going through different stuff trying to gather as much information as I can and me getting more hip to it. They arrested him on this Thursday night, or this Thursday certain amount after time, and that makes it to where he would have to wait until Monday before they can release him, and it's pushing somebody to get their information together so they can go and make the decision to go come with these charges. But how's this going to work and fare out? Because they haven't charged him yet. He's not indicted. Monday come and they decide not to charge him, then they release him. So what does that mean? I do understand that the body is decomposed. I know that everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. No matter how you slice the pie, no matter how you feel, in the court of law, everybody's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Now, do it always be like that? Of course not. But this could possibly be one of them situations where it's going to be a lot of more questions that have to be answered before you get a real explanation. And this is wild. This is crazy, bro. Under no circumstances, though. Either way, you're out of there with me deep fried. No coming back. Grown man messing with little kids, bro. Out of pocket. Ain't nothing else to talk about. That's overstood. But what's really happening right now, we're going to have to wait and see till Monday. I'll keep y'all updated on it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.